Let me tell a tale of a world where heroes walk among us, fighting through the darkness left by monsters and by selfish men. A tale of glory rent asunder, sacrifice and battles lost. Our heroes know not what awaits them, and still they carry on. Alrighty, folks, we are back. Sorry about the slight delay there, but we are ready to go. So, the Siege of Castle Rend, the outer battle in fiction, is over. We know who the winner of that battle is, basically, and it is the forces of Castle Rend. However, all is not over and all is not well for our heroes, because sort of in our imagination, concurrently with this battle, will be the combat that takes place between the lieutenants of these armies. So, let us move our attentions to that. So as you are commanding your forces, you get the notice from your scouts and spies that they can now see that the lieutenants of the opposing army have gathered in the edge of the forest of Rend, where it encroaches on Castle Rend itself, and have begun to trace some ritual. And so the word goes out amongst you and our heroes to prepare for invasion by these other lieutenants. You're not exactly sure what they are going to do. And so what I would like everyone to do very quickly, as you prepare for this, is to tell me where exactly in Castle Rend you would like to place yourselves. I would suggest that you probably want to all be in a central location here.
I can't see the castle.
Well, I'm working on it.
Okay. So my whole story about how I was riding around on the horse doesn't matter now?
Yeah, did you miss the part where I said that wasn't really how any of that worked?
I think I did. Okay. But
I did say that at one point. Anyway, okay. All right, guys. So, I'm going to drag you over to the castle. Kabloop. Hopefully I haven't left anybody where they didn't need to be. I have just sort of stuck you guys in the central area, but feel free to move yourself around wherever you would like. Whatever you think your character would do and what you think would make sense.
Where is Edmund?
I'm going to say Edmund is hiding during this because he is a child and these are adult warriors. And so I believe his instructions have been to make sure he stays alive at all costs. I think perhaps you have left Pinna and Alyssa Tealeaf with him to try to ensure that happens if at all possible. Their instructions are to make their way to the secret entrance and try and flee, should the worst come to the worst. So.
And do I get to move my tree, or is that all you?
No, you will get to move. You will get to move. What is his name? What did I call him?
Triangle.
Triangle, that's right. Triangle the Treant.
Triangle the Treant.
I don't know why I forgot to change his name, but there we go. Yeah, you should. Let me. Oh, okay. I see what I've done. Nope, stop it. Stop it. I need to give you control of Triangle.
Yes.
Because apparently I somehow didn't do that. Bye, Triangle. You. Okay. That's because Triangle the Treant. Yep, hang on. I'm working on it. Okay. Edit. Blammo. Okay, there we go. Do you have control of Triangle now?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys can feel free to move yourselves wherever you think makes sense. in the castle. And let me know when you're finished. For the folks on the podcast, our heroes are placing themselves around the central area. And you probably don't have a campfire in here anymore, do you? You probably cleared that out because that was something the orcs had for like warmth and cooking before this place was fixed. So there's probably a bunch of like ash and stuff there. Do I have like soot and ash that I can drop as like a texture in there? That would be nice, wouldn't it?
I feel like it makes sense for Soren to be near the chapel, considering he's been doing all this praying. And I know that's just flavor because he's in the fight during the battle, but
yeah,
I feel like he's been praying up to the moment of battle, and that's where it all really came together.
Okay. So there's still probably this big soot stain where that fire used to be, which is like right there. Okay. But it is no longer a big fire in the middle. Okay.
Well, Perdita is hiding or standing along a hallway, a little bit of protection from the front door, and also so that she could run towards a tower if she needed to, or back into the rooms where Edmund was staying.
Okay. Very good.
I think Roz is going to stand in the doorway to the Great Hall as a form of almost like honor guards, guarding the room where we're supposed to gather, the war room, as it were.
Yeah. Okay.
We can't hear Farron.
I'd say Farron would be close to this hallway up here, so I could see anybody that enters, but also if they're given a lot of pushback, I have opportunity to run through the hallway.
Okay.
Gotta check for ghosts.
Yes.
Alrighty. And so, is everybody placed where they want to be placed?
Yeah, I think Silas is going to hang out about right here. However, I'd like Charlie flying around overhead 24/7.
Okay.
So I want him to, like, I guess, warn us, like, do you see anybody coming in? Do you see anybody,
Yeah, so you've had warning from your spies that it seems like the enemy lieutenants are doing some sort of ritual in the woods. And you send Charlie to scout, and you are tensely awaiting what will happen when all of a sudden, directly in the middle of the hall of Castle Rend, Sir Peloton and his crew arrive via teleport, just materializing out of thin air. I would like everybody to hang on before you do it. Don't do it yet.
Hang on.
Don't do it yet. To roll initiative.
Oh.
And I need to roll for all of my people.
could have been
We
worse.
You
wanna
can also
switch?
switch to the map screen for the stream.
Yes, thank you.
I'll roll for Treant, right?
Yes, you can roll for Treant.
Okay.
And well, don't tell me what you got yet. I will ask for that here in just a second.
Soren's never gotten good on
No,
initiative
you're fine.
before, and this is exciting.
That's not targeted. I'm just asking
Well,
for.
so I'm the only one who said it.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I didn't want everyone to start jumping in while I'm trying to focus on making sure I get.
Shut your mouth.
I honestly just like one of you I could deal with saying, but if everyone jumped in at once, I was gonna like lose track of what I'm supposed to be doing. You know what I mean? Kind of. So.
Quick, everyone, jump in with your
No,
initiative.
don't do it. Stop it.
I got
Okay.
Trundle got a 2. I didn't see.
All right, hang on, guys. We're almost there. And I've got 4 of these. I'm gonna roll them all separately. Is what I'm gonna. I think there's few enough folks in this combat. That's not going to be too terrible. Okay. All right. Is everyone in there? I've got Perdita. I've got Soren. I've got Trangle, Anna, Farron, Raz. Do I see Silas in here?
I rolled I rolled pretty good. Well, not that great. A 12.
Okay, you got it. Okay.
I don't know why I'm not in. I clicked the whole thing.
Who knows?
But whatever.
It's fine. Okay, so I've got Perdita, I've got Soren, I've got Anna, I've got Farron, I've got Silas, I've got Raz. Okay. And then I've got Trangle. And then on the other side, I've got that dude, I've got Peloton, I've got the Archer, I've got one knight, I've got two knights, I've got the big dude, I've got three knights. I should have one more knight. One knight.
Feel free to say no if this is way too much
Red
work.
Knight.
But would you be able to remove the dynamic lighting?
I probably can. Yeah, hang on. Let me finish this last initiative roll, and then dynamic lighting. I made this a copy of the Castle Rend map so that if I had to do something like removing the dynamic lighting, it would not.
That's using that noggin.
It would not screw up my Castle Rend forever, and I wouldn't have to go back and redo it all. Okay. All right, guys.
Just remember the 5 P's, folks. Proper preparation prevents poor performance.
Okay. Okay. All right, friends. So yeah, let's go ahead and go through for the folks listening at home. What did you guys get for initiative?
Perdita got a 24.
Okay.
Soren got a 19, but he rolled a nat 20. So my luck's turning around, folks.
Nice. Thanks for the heads up on that, by the way, Ace. Okay. Oh, we've also forgot to do this. Who has chat inspiration for everyone at home? Just let them know.
I got it.
Got it.
So
Let's let them know
Got it.
verbally. So, Perdita.
Yes, has it. Yes.
Okay. Soren.
inspired as fuck.
Okay. Farron.
I have it as well.
Okay. Silas.
Got it.
Beast. Nope. Raz.
Tons of inspiration. All inspired.
Okay. And Anna.
Fully inspired.
Okay, so everyone's fully inspired. I think some of our cast members gave each other some inspiration during the break just to top up, but they'll need it again. Okay.
It's not cheating.
Okay, so with that, friends, they enter into your keep. Perdita, quick on the draw. What do you do?
Perdita, looking this right in the eye, she steadies her aim, which is a bonus action, and she aims her bow at the biggest thing that she can see, which is, I think, some mysterious, hideous-looking fellow with long teeth.
Yeah, so,
And
sorry, I don't
she-
mean to interrupt. Let's real quick talk about what you see. I haven't mentioned that for folks at home. So you see Sir Peloton, the Star Knight, in his shining black and silver armor, emblazoned on the surcoat is 3 black roses. He's waving his massive Frostbrand greatsword, bald head, large black beard, evil grin on his malice-filled face. You see 4 knights in armor with their swords and shields raised. You see a cruel-looking archer, some sort of magic caster, you're not exactly sure what type at this point, and a large 2-headed giant. An Etten, if anyone knows what that is. This is a sort of shirtless, 2-headed giant with massive tusks and a huge club. And all of them are gathered around this large creature, and you can see underneath of them is this teleportation sigil that like basically zapped itself into your keep. And they all had to be very huddled together so that they could, fit into this thing. And sorry to interrupt you, Perdita, but that's where we are. That's what you see.
And so, because of all that huddling, I'm going to aim with my short bow to the biggest thing I can see, which is that hairy-looking guy in the middle.
Okay. Let's see.
And I
Ettins.
rolled a 13.
It's a big, slow thing. The AC is 12 on the Etten, so that will hit.
Dope.
So, and you'll get sneak attack because you have advantage from your thing. So that is
So I get a 15.
15. Okay.
And I stay planted right where I am because, as I said, I took steady aim, so I need to not move.
Okay. All right, which brings us to no one is surprised here because of you guys were expecting them. They were expecting a fight as soon as they got here. Okay. Oh, damn. Okay.
Do it. Do it.
What's the best thing to do here? Okay, this dude is going to...
Which dude?
I'm working on it. Hey, just hang on.
If you go over to the turn order and hover over the characters in initiative, it'll have a yellow box over which character is going. If that
I
makes
just
sense.
wanted him to describe it for
Yes,
the
I'm
podcast.
going to work on it.
Oh,
Okay. I'm going to need a couple of things from our spell templates, I think. Stand by, everybody. I got to go grab some stuff. I haven't yet figured out exactly what this guy's going to do, but I want to grab that.
Some of the folks at home might not know this, but being a DM means keeping track of too many things all the time
Forever.
and kind of not really knowing where to find things when you really need them.
Pretty much. Okay.
Which pretty much represents real life, wouldn't you say?
Also pretty much, yeah.
yeah.
There are some staggering similarities, I'll admit.
That is not the right size. It needs to be resized. Let's do the math here. Okay, so there.
Man, the last time we fought this guy, I think was episode 1.
Episode 3.
2?
I think he showed up in episode 2. You really fought him in episode 3, if I'm not mistaken.
Ah.
Or maybe it was episode 1 into episode 2. Yeah, it was episode 1 into episode 2. Was where that happened. Okay. One last thing.
It's all about the journey, folks. Look how far we've come.
Indeed.
Wow, we've grown so much.
Anna has a
Yeah.
talking mouse, as
One
long
of
as
you
it's
is
holding a magic crystal.
One of you is a count now.
Yeah, the only human happens to be promoted. Come on.
Yeah. Listen, you guys made that choice, not me.
Oh, okay, fair.
Adida's looking really good now. Those thighs
Oh,
are
very
so
svelte.
muscular.
Powerful.
Yes.
Okay, all right, guys. What is this 20? Yes, it is. Okay. All right, guys. Sorry that took me a minute. I needed to see. Oh yeah. That's what he's doing. Okay, cool. So, moving back in, what's going to happen here is that this magic caster, some sort of evil wizard, is going to pull out a staff, a cruel-looking staff with a skull on it. And he is going to cast Ice Storm. This guy's... I need to reset his spells.
Rude.
Rude. Very rude.
Oh,
So
rude.
I am going to need a few of you guys.
They don't even knock, and then they just immediately cast Ice Storm.
I know, right? So this guy rolls up in here and is going to cast Ice Storm. It is a 20-foot radius sphere of, or not really sphere, but like column of ice that just like starts blasting in here. I need... that is going to hit Silas, Soren, and Garx.
And Charlie.
Technically, Charlie's outside.
Yeah, technically
but
Charlie's
it's whatever.
elsewhere.
Oh, never
We
mind.
sort of we said he was floating around, so I'm not including that he's like right
You
there.
did.
Okay. So
and this is as soon as it's around us, not as like when our turn starts or anything like that.
It is not a persistent, it's an instantaneous. So it's just like whoosh, it's like a flash freeze that happens. It's like rocks and so we'll say a hail of rock hard ice pounds to the ground in a 20-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder centered on a point within range. Each creature must make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, it is Dex. Oh, okay, good.
Soren's specialty.
And it,
Soren.
17.
Okay. His DC is 14. So that'll make the save.
All right. Soren has a -1 to dexterity saving throws, so we got to make at least a 15 here.
Okay.
That's a 5.
Yep. Okay. And then I got to make one for Garx, who
Oh, that's just 10 feet or 10 damage. Okay, easy.
why is that? It's doing weird things. Okay, and then Garx makes a dex save. I'm going to put Garx over here. Garx's dex save is 13. He fails. I do believe, yes, because I said the save was 14. Okay, so Garx and Soren take 3 bludgeoning and 7 cold damage, so 10 total. And then Silas, you take half of that amount.
Yes.
As this sort of like flash freeze happens. Now, this storm does persist until the end of the next turn. It doesn't do any more damage, but the area is considered difficult terrain.
Technically, he doesn't take half of 10. He takes half of 3 and 7, which is 1 and 3. So he only takes 4 damage.
Aha.
Okay, sure.
I know that's
Hey,
nitpicky.
one makes a difference. One makes
Sure.
a big difference.
I know what team I'm on.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, that is his action. Does he have any bonus actions I care to mess with? I don't think he really can, because he used a major spell for his main action. Doesn't have any bonus action cantrips. That's it for him. That brings us to Soren.
Okay, so a 5-foot radius is this little square that I've drawn, right? This is a 5-foot radius.
Where have you drawn the square?
In the middle of all the bad guys with the ruler. Can you guys see the ruler?
A 5-foot radius circle. It centers from a point within range, which in D&D terms means this.
Okay, cool.
Technically.
Then yeah, that works. So I couldn't. So it centers on like the center. It centers
on the
without-
center of a particular square. Yes. So
Okay.
in D&D like magic combat terms, when it says a point, it almost always refers to the intersection of 2 grid lines.
Yeah.
If you
okay.
look at the PHB, I'm pretty sure that's what that generally says. So
Got it. Okay, so I couldn't like center it on this block and then hit a bunch of people. Got it.
no,
that's fine.
and the way that we typically do it, it has to center on the intersection of 2 points.
Yeah, cool. No worries. Then fine. You bastard. No,
Hey, listen, if you guys are going to nitpick for single points of HP, I am definitely going to make sure that we pick points within range correctly.
My bad.
Hey,
how dare you? I can't believe you've done this to me. No. This
Okay.
is fine. This is no big deal. Soren channels his divine energy, and actually, you know what? No, fuck that. Soren still channels his divine energy, but he's gonna cast guiding bolt.
Okay.
He's got an extra spell slot for 3rd level because of his special goop. He's going to do a 3rd level guiding bolt
okay.
against Sir Peloton.
Okay. Also, one last thing I'm going to add real quick is we're going to call this Siege of Castle Rend Victory, which is going to happen in the 5th round of combat. So we're going to count that down when initiative rolls over every time, and when it hits 0, you guys will get some special benefits. I don't remember what they are, and I would love it if someone would find that
I
out
will
for
look
me.
them up now.
But like, yeah, you guys get like this crazy boost that happens. I think you get extra actions. Like, I don't remember, but you get this really cool benefit on the 5th round of combat because that's when the battle outside ended. If you don't kill everyone before then or die before then. So, okay, cool. Soren, what are you doing? I interrupt you in the middle. Guiding bolt.
Soren cast Guiding Bolt 4th level. I only got a 14. I'm almost positive
that does not hit.
Peloton.
That does not hit, correct.
And I'm considering whether or not I should burn my inspiration.
Yeah.
But I don't think that this is the time. I think I'm going to save it for something important. Soren's going to use his movement. I know it's rough terrain, so he only gets half. So Soren can get to... oh, no, not that far. Right there, just outside of the ice storm.
Okay. Alrighty, well, that does bring us to Sir Peloton. And my Sir Peloton thing is being wacky, so let's close it and open it again. All right, Sir Peloton, what you got? Okay. Oh, he definitely has all those back. All right. He doesn't know that. The way that you guys have positioned yourself, I need to look real quick and see, because he would know how this spell works. Okay, if he just does this like from here, that's not going to work. But if he moves back, I think it might. Where does he have to be? He has to be like there. Okay. So, Sir Peloton is going to move back up into melee with Enna. So he's going to turn around and rush with his greatsword, and he's coming at you, Enna, and at the last second, he actually turns around completely and levels his greatsword and blasts another cone of cold. He is going to hit some of his men, but Peloton doesn't give a shit. He's not a nice guy. So I need everyone in this cone to make a Constitution saving throw, not Dexterity, Constitution. So that's going to be Soren, Garx, Silas, one of the knights, and the Etten. Actually, are both of the knights in it, or one of them? I gotta get this like exactly in the right spot. Actually, I think I'm going to say both of the knights have to make it. So I've got some con saves to make. His DC for Peloton is 14. His DC is 14.
God, I got 13.
Oof. Also, Enna, at the same time, he is going to use his Baleful Interdict against you. It's a bonus action, and basically you see he turns and looks at you and like gets this weird expression on his face, and his eye glows red. And everyone can see above Enna's head is this infernal rune that pops up. He has marked Enna with one of his seals, and then I need to make some saves. So also Triangle needs to make a con save. Put that back there. Okay. And then I got to make con saves for 2 knights and Etten. Okay, so 2 knights, boom, boom. And then the Etten, boom. Okay, all of them failed. Great.
Even Triangle?
Well, Triangle, I didn't see Triangle's roll, so. Triangle rolled a 14, no, Triangle passes. He'll take half damage from this. Okay, here comes Cone of Cold, friends. Okay, so anyone who failed takes 40 points of cold damage. Brutal. Anyone who passes takes 20. As this blast of freezing energy erupts from Peloton's sword. And that is... Oh, I didn't make one for Garx. Garx needs to make a con save. Garx barely passes. Ooh, boy, Garx. Okay. So, everyone who passes takes 20 points of cold damage. Everyone who fails takes 40. That's a brutal hit.
Silas is going to stick, as soon as the blast starts waving out, Silas is going to push his wand forward and start absorbing, and I'm going to cast Absorb Elements to half that damage.
Okay.
Absorb Elephants, yes. He spins his rapier around and pulls the wand across the rapier,
Okay.
and it glows bright blue with
Beautiful.
cold energy.
Excellent.
Oh,
Okay.
no good.
Oh, you know what
Soren,
I need?
in the meanwhile, is just extremely cold and very fucked up.
Once again. And bye, everybody. Or that. Okay.
I found the rules for the victory. I've put
Okay.
them in the chat for us to read later when
Okay.
it needs to be read.
Okay. Very good. Okay, that is Peloton. He has cast a spell. He's used a bonus action. That brings us to the Archer. The Archer has multi-attack. He's going to make 2 attacks. These are longbow attacks. He is going to go... He's going to go for Silas. So first attack... that's not the one I want. First attack is a 23 to hit.
Yeah.
Second attack is a 9 to hit.
9 misses.
Okay, first attack is 8 points of piercing damage on Silas.
Okay.
That brings us to Trangle the Treant.
All right. Triangle sees Peloton do that blast of cold air and is affected by a little bit, which trees don't like the cold. So he's gonna stomp up to Peloton and say, "That wasn't nice." And he's gonna do 2 slam attacks
Beautiful.
against Peloton.
Yes, he is.
You have brought winter to the heart of summer. That was not nice. Okay, yeah, let her rip. 2 slam attacks.
All right. Do I hit the slam or do I do a...
You hit the slam button. Yep, if you click slam, it should roll. That's a
Come on,
20 to
Miss
hit.
Slam. If you want a jam.
20
Right,
hits.
right.
And the other one is a nat 1 that'll miss. And then you'll roll damage by clicking on slam in chat, not on the sheet again. And that will roll the damage.
1996 was a good year.
For 18 points of bludgeoning damage. Woo! So this treant just like and I think Peloton is like blasted almost off of his feet, slides back several inches towards Enna as Triangle just drops a fist into his side. But the second attack, Peloton is able to sort of like use the extreme cold of his Frostbrand Greatsword to kind of deflect it. Okay, that brings us to the knights. Some of these knights are in super bad shape. Let's see. I think they're honestly they got to go for the closest targets. They really do. Oh, they don't want to get into that though. Okay, so the knights are going for the one.
Wait. Does every knight have the same initiative? I thought it's.
Oh, you're right. No. Yep. Thank you. Derp. Okay. All right. So we have this guy. I think this one feels like. Oh no. I think Peloton needs backup over there. This one's gonna rush over here. In combat with Enna and is gonna take attacks. Makes 2 greatsword melee attacks. That's a 23 to hit.
Yikes.
And a 23 to hit. Damn. So 2 greatsword attacks on Enna for 7 slashing damage and 10 slashing damage. So 17 points of damage coming at Enna.
Woo,
That is that knight's turn. Go ahead.
Did Enna increase her AC and stuff with the armor that she got?
I did.
Okay,
Yeah,
good. I just want to make sure that we got all of that stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So that is that knight. Enna, you're up. What you gonna do?
All right. Well, Enna is definitely not happy with being ganged up on.
Yep.
So let's see. If I did, if I did Burning Hands, would I hit Triangle? I probably would.
Probably. I will grab you the template for Burning Hands. Because we have one. Where's your... Right, this is probably the one you want.
Yeah, I think that will.
I think it will.
Okay, bam. So there's the template for Burning Hands. Anna, you should have control over that already. You would want to place that in such a way where the circle is on you. So hang on. Where's my handle to move this thing? Okay. No, hang on. It goes like this. There we go. Okay, that is Burning Hands. Now, you could move. You might take some attacks of opportunity, but if you moved like here or something, you could drop it and hit a bunch of those guys without hitting Triangle.
Right.
You know? Or if you moved like there, if you moved...
You'd actually only need to move north 1 square. You would take a single attack of opportunity from Peloton.
But tactically, it would work better if you moved and turned it. You'd take 2 attacks of opportunity, though. So that's up to you. If you moved like this up there, you could hit 3 of them, but not Peloton. But you'll take 2 attacks of opportunity if you do that. Or if you move 1 north, you'll take 1 attack of opportunity from Peloton, and you'll be able to hit several of them. So that's kind of up to you.
Yeah.
How you want to do that?
Ooh. Okay, no.
Or you can just, do whatever you want.
Okay. I'm not going to do Burning Hands yet. Let's see. I would like, I don't want to attack them. Okay, I'm going to do Hold Person, actually.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, and who are you holding?
Let's go for Peloton.
Go for Peloton. Okay. Let's see. Okay. And this is a wisdom saving throw?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know why it says he has a +0. That doesn't make any sense. What's your DC?
Spell save DC 15.
Oh, so he does make the save.
Okay.
So you attempt to paralyze Peloton with your Hold Person spell, and he is able to shrug off the effect. Anything else from Enna?
I think I do want to move. I'm just gonna move up 1.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, so he is going to take an attack of opportunity. Also, I apparently forgot to roll initiative for Garx somehow.
Yeah, I was about to say Garx is not in the turn order.
I just noticed that myself. Okay, we'll pop Garx in here.
Garx comes out of the shadows and then lashes himself on top of Peloton's head.
Okay, so he's got an 8. I assume he has less dex than Roz, so we'll put him there. Okay, Enna, Peloton is going to take an attack of opportunity with his Frostbrand Greatsword. That is a nat 1, so that ain't going to do shit.
Woo! Try again!
Nice. Okay. That is everything for Enna, I believe. Silas, you're up.
Okay. Jesus Christ. Let's see. That would be 40
Superstar.
straight feet. Let's see. Who here got hit by the blast?
Garx, Soren, and Silas.
No, I mean of the
other guys. It tore through and hit the 2 knights in the front and the Etten, as well as all of you guys over here, Soren, Garx, and Silas, and Trangle.
Okay. Movement.
Do you need any templates? Because I can bring them for you.
Yeah, give me the fireball.
How did I know? How did I know that's what we were going for?
Watch Triangle now.
Give me the fireball. Yeah,
Okay, well,
that's what I'm trying to get my head straight on, like measurements and stuff.
Oh, I did a bunch of dumb stuff, didn't I?
Yeah,
I deleted some templates.
that's what I was
didn't
worried
like.
about.
Okay,
But I don't want to hit your boy.
I gotta move this again.
Go ahead and hit Roz if you have to. She's got lives to spare. She's got 6 lives.
I can't move it for some reason.
Damn it.
but
I grabbed it off the
that's
wrong
okay.
sheet. I'll do it for you here.
Okay.
Yeah, for folks at home, Roz still has 6 lives.
Oh,
Nice.
So
There you go.
we got this. It'll be fine.
I do want to make clear for folks at
Yeah.
home that Roz has exactly the same amount of lives as everyone else, and that this is a superstition on Beast's part about Roz's durability, and there is no mechanical explanation for that belief.
I want to be clear to everyone at home. Roz has 6 lives. Pixel is lying to you.
I
Yeah,
want to be clear
it's
for
true.
everyone at home. I lie to all of you pretty frequently, but I am not lying about this.
Okay.
This is
I could set all of them on fire, but I'm also hurting our boy.
Pretty sure he's vulnerable to fire too. So he'll
he's
take
very-
That's what I know. Yeah, it's gonna really hurt. Or I could get everybody but like Peloton and a guy, but I'm also getting Roz.
It's fine. I got 6 lives, bro. I'm good.
again.
Okay, so Silas starts the blade song as his bonus action. That increases my movement up to 40. I'm going to move. That should be 20 feet to get out of this bullshit, right?
Sure. Yes.
And then an extra 1, 2, 3. That's 15. Yeah,
Okay.
and I'm putting a fireball right there,
Okay.
right on top of everybody, including Roz. Sorry, buddy,
All
but I
good.
am not hitting the treant.
Okay.
So let's roll fireball.
I guarantee that Trian's going to be way more useful than Rawson's fight.
Okay. All right. I'm just sticking that over there for reference. Okay.
26. And they need to do
Okay,
a,
DC 16 dex save. I'm going to move that token to the bottom so I can see everybody that needs to make this save.
Okay, hold on 1 second, because I still have movement. I just want to make sure I'm counting all of this right. Yeah, so I'm like passing Farron, lighting them up, and turning to Farron like, "You got him!" And Silas is fucked up. Like he's like shaking off frostbite. He's having a hard time. So
Gotcha. Okay. Okay, I have a bunch of saves there. I'm going to go counterclockwise with these knights. Oh, actually, I rolled one too many. Okay. So we got, starting bottom at the top, I got a fail, a pass for the knights. The Eton failed.
definitely.
The archer failed, and everybody but one of the knights failed, and they're going to take 26 points of damage.
Yeah.
Okay, 2 of the knights are incinerated.
All right.
Roz is engulfed in the magical flames. The only other time she had ever, this had ever happened to her, she lost her first life to Maku, the undying flame.
The Undying Flame! If I remember the voice I used for that correctly. Okay,
The Pasha of Pain.
indeed. Okay, so those dudes are looking rough, actually.
How'd the mage do?
The mage failed. The mage is alive. Looking pretty rough,
Okay.
though. Okay, cool. Farron, you're up.
Let's see. So would it be better if I moved? Farron's gonna want to take cover just until the crystal can be charged.
Okay.
Because I know that if Peloton does another cold zap, that's a lot of Farron's health. That would be. Should I move?
Say move somewhere where you'll have cover. If the best option would be like out of their range of like running at you, and you have a movement of 40, so you could get to like right here next to Silas, and then run in, assuming that they don't move when the combat starts.
Yeah.
But they probably will.
Then I'll move closer to Silas, just to get a little more cover, and then use my action to charge the crystal for my next turn.
Okay. Okay,
And
so you
Farron's
are
going to use
casting, is it
Amplify.
Amplify, yeah?
Amplify.
Yes.
Okay, and that is
Nice.
a concentration. We are going to put the buff person on you for that. Shaw. So that means you're going to do much more damage. Okay. So that is Farron. That brings us to one of these knights. This knight is going to... You ran around the corner. Roz is there. I think this knight is going to run to the closest person that he sees as a threat and attack. There's a lot going on in this fight, and I don't know that he can tell who exactly is the weakest. Okay, so Roz, 2 greatsword attacks coming at you. I've got a 13 and an 8.
Both miss.
Brutal.
Wow.
Okay, that brings us to Roz. You're up.
Untouchable.
Your skill is insufficient.
Nice.
So the first thing Roz is going to do is to shout. I guess. Sorry, Bardic Inspiration. Do I have to see them?
They just have to be able
Can
to
hear you. Okay, great. Roz is going to shout, Farin, fire and ice mix. It is the time of elements. You must emerge and make yourself known. Granting Farin Bardic Inspiration.
Nice.
And the next thing that happens, it should be a surprise to no one. Big old jar of piss is coming out. DM, if I could get a 20-foot radius sphere.
Jar of piss, yep.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I got
A big old stinky cloud, effervescent urine, something really steamy, moist, damp.
You should have
even.
control over that.
Oh, that's wonderful. And now a third element. And we're gonna put it right there
Oh, God.
on top of the end. I'm sorry, Tree Ant. I hope. Oh, actually, you know what? We're all immune to poison because of Hero's Feast.
Yeah.
That's right.
Never mind.
No.
I mean, the treant is too, by the way.
Or sorry, the tree ant. Yeah,
Yeah,
Tree
is
did
also
eat the
immune.
Hero's Feast, yep.
We all are immune to piss.
Oh my
So
God.
we can run through the
Right
piss
there.
without being harmed.
It's gonna go right there. Same
Wow.
as I wanted it to.
What a combo, guys. What a combo. Okay.
So for it's concentration up
Yep.
to a minute.
I'm gonna put the green on
creatures
you for
who
the
be-
concentration. Got a nice green circle on Roz for the concentration.
Creatures who begin inside the cloud who aren't immune to poison, too bad, have to make a Constitution saving throw against poison, DC 15,
Okay.
and we'll figure out what happens when that happens.
And that includes every single one of Bellatin's party.
Yes.
Sure does.
The creature's currently in the
Nasty.
stinking cloud, which is the spell, but in Roz's terms is flavored as a potent jar of tabaxi urine that he launches into the enemies, which spreads a
She.
noxious fume. I'm sorry, but she throws into the crowd of enemies and spreads a noxious fume. The Etten, the 2 remaining knights, the mage, the archer,
I
and
hope you like asparagus.
and Peloton are all in this cloud. Next up is Garx Brooks.
Garth Crooks is a mimic
Yes, Garx
that
Brooks
we
is a mimic
tamed.
that was tamed by the party, and he says,
I got friends in.
I wanted to call him Chest Gains, but I was overruled.
he sort of slurps his way out of the area of the Froste spell and looks up at Soren and goes, "What the fuck am I supposed to do?" No, wait, but he speaks Abyssal. Do you speak a language that he speaks?
Yeah, we spoke Abyssal
Okay, that's
to
right.
each other.
Yeah.
Eat them. The bold one.
Okay.
Points to Sir
So
Peloton.
then Garx moves into the stinking cloud. Did Garx
Which
eat
he is
the Hero's
immune to.
Feast?
He's
Garx had the Hero's Feast too.
Did I
Everyone
say
in
that
this
Garx-
room had the
Did I
Hero's
say
Feast.
that
It's-
Garx had the Hero's Feast?
Yes, you did. We rolled the hit points for Garx.
We did roll the hit points for Garx. You're right. Okay, thank you. So Garx moves in. So I actually now have to track his movement. Okay, so he moves
What a combo.
5,
This is
10,
hilarious.
15, 20.
It turns out if you just eat a real big meal first,
It's the most important meal of the day.
Oh, he only has
You won't
15
have to
feet of
worry.
movement, so he gets to like right here, and that's as far as he can move. I
Double
guess
action.
he can dash. Yeah, he can dash up to
The
this
big one.
Etten.
Go for the big
Yeah,
one.
he dashes up to the Etten, but he can't attack. So that is Garx Brooks. It's the Etten's turn. The Etten has to make a save versus poison. It's a
DC
con
15
save.
con, which,
Okay.
you know,
That's a 20.
sure.
So that's
Yeah,
going
he's
to
a
make
big
it.
boy.
So the Etten has a giant Morning Star in one hand and a giant battle axe in the other. And he's going to turn down and look. Okay, he's going to do some threat assessment here, but he's not real smart. And he can't see very well. Does the Thinking Cloud make this obscured or no?
It is heavily obscured, which means
That's
all
disadvantage.
attacks.
All attacks
have
against anything is at disadvantage, and you guys are not immune to that. That is just
Correct.
it's like you're shooting into the smoke. Okay, so I don't want Triangle. I want this dude. He's gonna make an intelligence check to see 14. Yeah, okay. He's smart enough to make a threat assessment. He's gonna make 2 attacks versus the Treant with disadvantage. One with the battle axe, one with the Morning Star. With disadvantage, I've got a 23 and a 14. What is the Treant's armor class?
17
That's a
and 14.
17 and 14.
Yeah, sorry, 17 and a 14. And the Treant's armor class is what?
Is 16, so 17 hits.
Okay, 17 hits. So the battle axe hits for 13 points of slashing damage. As the Morning Star sort of slams into the ground, but the battle axe finds purchase, and Triangle says, "Biting axes, the bane of trees."
Question: what kind of damage was that?
Slashing damage.
Okay. I thought a Treant had resistance, but I don't remember.
It does not. It's bludgeoning and piercing.
Yeah.
An axe
That's what it
would
is.
be like.
So the axe
fully
would be the best
useful.
way to hit it, right?
That does make sense. Yeah,
Does make
absolutely.
sense.
That makes sense.
Okay, that is the Etten. That is the end of initiative. That is the first round. We have 5 more rounds until soccer victory effects happen. That brings us back to Perdita.
Trish, you are muted.
I think that Perdita being kind of around the wall and Anna really does not have a clear shot at Sir Peloton. She can't see him, wouldn't you say? Because she's...
I mean, it's not a great shot. Technically, if the corner of your square can see the corner of their square, you can see him.
All
But,
right, then I can do it. And I still have steady aim. And so
Okay.
I'm going to aim at him again with my short bow, taking advantage of sneak attack.
And you do have
because of the
disadvantage
triad.
because of the heavily obscured. So go ahead and make just a flat attack roll here.
All
And you
right.
will get sneak attack either way due to triangle. So
Oh, it's
that
only
is an 11. That will not do it.
No, you have advantage.
But she
No,
has
I don't,
disadvantage because
you
he's
said I
heavily
had
obscured.
disadvantage.
Oh,
Yeah,
the,
the
piss
piss
cloud,
cloud.
Yeah.
unfortunately
Does you
gives
in.
cover.
Yeah, basically. Okay, so Perdita takes your attack. You can't really see Peloton. That brings us to...
But I couldn't have seen anybody, right? They're all in
No,
that cloud.
yeah, they're all in the
Yeah.
same cloud. So, okay, that brings us to him. This dude needs to make a Constitution saving throw. 8's not going to do it.
It's a fail.
What's his face is
On a fail.
poisoned.
They spend their entire round retching and reeling.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, so he's poisoned and spends his turn retching and reeling. And I don't believe... I don't think he can move or anything. He just sits in place and does the thing, yeah?
Is the
Yes.
purple? Is the difficult terrain gone now? Because
It
it's
is,
been
yes. It
back
lasts
to
until
his
the start of
turn?
his turn. Difficult terrain's gone. Okay, Soren, you're up.
Soren is pretty heavily wounded here, but also Soren sees an opportunity and takes that opportunity to cast Moonbeam at a third
Okay.
level, creating a 5x5 sphere right in the middle of these 3 fucks.
Okay.
Um,
There you go. There's your moonbeam.
thank you very much.
We have a lot of overlapping
Uh,
spells here, guys.
At level 3,
They must make a DC 14 Constitution saving throw or take 21 radiant damage. If they pass, then that gets half down to 10.
Okay, Constitution.
Yes. Etten fails.
Okay. Okay. Faldrick succeeds. The other two fail.
Hey.
So
They take 21 radiant damage.
the Etten takes 21 radiant damage. The spellcaster takes 21 radiant damage. And actually, I want to put these guys back and just make them dead. Hang on, everybody at home, stand by.
We'd love to see the X's on the
This
dead.
must be the
Love to see
most
the
confusing 12 seconds of these people's lives.
It really is.
They warp into a dark, dingy castle
Okay.
covered in piss,
Yep.
blasted with
Okay,
radiant
and then
damage.
21 damage halved is
And set on fire.
10. Okay. And then I deleted. Did I
Yeah.
delete your moonbeam by accident? 'Cause
It's
it
cold,
stays,
and then
right?
it's hot, and then it's stinky.
The moonbeam. Does the moonbeam persist? You can like.
Yep,
It
Moonbeam
does.
is persistent.
Okay.
And
such
I
a
can move
nasty
it at the start of my turn.
Okay. So you've cast moonbeam. Was that your action?
That was my action.
Okay. Any movement, bonus action, anything else?
Yeah, Soren is fucked up, so Soren's gonna dip into this corner here, and just let his moonbeam do its thing.
Okay. Very good.
He is inside this room now.
Okay.
It's not cowardly. He has less than 20 hit points.
Okay. Yeah. So Peloton is going to. How much movement does he? Oh, he has to do his thing, right?
I was going to say, he's in that
Con save.
cloud.
On save. DC 15.
Okay.
Or
Peloton
he
is going to
pukes.
use his legendary resistance to choose to
Oh,
succeed that
boo.
save. Boo. Okay. He is going to bounce
He's seen cat piss before.
over here. Peloton is going to bounce over here. Peloton is going to drop another cone of cold. So with his action, he's going to drop this thing right here. So I need Trangle and Enna and Perdita to all make Constitution saving throws. And then his knight also has to make it.
Perdita rolled an 18.
Come on.
Okay, his knight makes the save. I think it's a DC 14
we have
save.
Inspiration.
And he does have 2 5th level spell slots, which we knew from before.
What about the Trians?
For 47. Whoo, that's going to have to 23 if you made the save.
Yeah.
47 points if you did not.
Nice.
Did Enna? I rolled a 14 for Enna.
14 makes the save.
Ooh, okay. So what is it?
23 points of cold
23 points of
damage.
cold damage. What about Perdita?
Well, Perdita
Perdita made the save. Okay.
made the save,
An
so
18.
she takes 23.
23.
Perdita's in bad shape.
Okay.
Wait, does Perdita have evasion?
It's a con save, not a dex save.
Sorry, excuse me.
No, you're good.
Thanks,
Um,
thanks. Good catch.
Okay. And then Peloton is going to reach into his surcoat and pull out a black jar full of his own mist. And he's going to slam it.
He's got a piss jar too.
He's going to slam it on the ground.
ill. It is black.
He's going to slam it on the ground. And this is not, it's actually a jar of like black smoke that he slams onto the ground. And
Fart jar.
the jar, like the smoke in the jar sort of like spreads throughout the room. The dead creatures, their bodies just like I deleted your thing again. Hang on, Jake. I'm going to put this over here for a second. Their bodies are sort of quickly degraded, and they turn into skeletons. and come back to life.
Not ghosts.
Not ghosts. And I don't know that I have a skeleton thing for the Etten, but he also does come back.
As a skeleton?
Yes. So, okay. So several of those things
You should move my moonbeam back.
Yeah, I'll move your moonbeam back. Thank you. Sorry.
It's radiant. It's good for the.
Okay. So there it is. That is Sir Peloton. So he uses some foul necromancy to reanimate the corpses of his fallen friends, maybe indicating why he was so cavalier with their well-being in the first place. And he's thrown his Cone of Cold. That is his turn. That brings us to Faldrick, who has to make a con save versus piss damage. 18 makes the save. So he is going to move.
Connoisseur, I'm sure.
I guess the thing about Faldrick, I'm going to put this to the back real quick. I guess the thing about Faldrick, though, is he does not. I'm going to make a perception check for him to like see how well he got a look at the area before all this kind of popped off. 16. Okay, so he kind of knows where he's going. Also, this is not his first rodeo with this cat piss stuff. So he is going to rush back behind Enna and Perdita. I don't know which one he is going to take a hit at. We're going to say if I get a 1 here, it's Enna. If it's a 2, it's Perdita. That's a 1.
Enna.
He's coming at Enna. And I think he's shot at Enna a lot. So he's just kind of got it in for you, unfortunately. So 2 longbow attacks. Ooh, that's a 15 and a 23.
23 hits.
23 hits. Boom. Whew. Is that max damage? That's max damage. That is 11 points of damage to Enna from Faldrick. And that brings us to Trangle. Trangle is immune to the poison, so does not have to make the save. We've had some rather quick events happen here. The big-ass Etten skeleton got back up, as well as a bunch of these little skeletons. There's one knight who is in pretty bad shape, and there's Sir Peloton himself. What would you like to do?
Does Trangle have disadvantage in the piss?
Well, he only has disadvantage for attacking other things also in the piss.
Oh, okay.
Well, I think Trangle would need to be able to, because it's heavily obscured. Like, if Trangle's trying to attack Peloton to the south, I think Trangle needs to move to do that, to be able to see, you know what I mean? Because, like, he's in it too, right? Like, so, if he's in it and the other person's out of it, he's still in it. It's like, if the fog's in front of your face, but somebody else is out of the fog, you still have fog in front of your face, right?
Yeah, that's what I was.
So, it's up to you how you want to do that.
Okay. But if I move Trangle here, it would be 2 opportunities of attack, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, it would be 3.
With disadvantage.
But they're all with
because-
disadvantage.
True.
And the knight hasn't gone yet, so I guess he would get to make his attack. So
Okay, I'm
he
gonna
won't be pissed on until the next round.
move Trangle here out of the PP.
Okay, so we're going to have 1 battle axe attack coming at Trangle with disadvantage, 14 to hit.
No.
Is 14 is Trangle's ace? No, 17.
16.
16. Okay, so that doesn't hit. We got a short sword attack coming with disadvantage. That's a 9. And we have a
Wait, what's the
sword
third
attack.
attack?
Huh?
Who's the third attack?
This knight, because technically he was in melee with the corner of the knight's square, because Trangle's a big creature. So Trangle was taking up this square technically too. So the knight does get an attack. That's a 15.
Nope.
Does not hit. You're right. Okay.
Hey,
All right. So Trangle, the Piss Cloud saves Trangle's life. Actually, Trangle's fine. Trangle's a fuckload of HP, guys. So Trangle steps back and can now see Peloton. Go ahead and let him have it.
Yep, 2 slam attacks.
Okay. 16 is a miss. 27 hits.
27. Woohoo. 13.
13 points of bludgeoning damage. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, so I actually need to put some of these knights back. I guess they need to put these skeletons back onto the turn order. And did I get rid of the Etten too? I did. So I need to get... Did I? No, the Eden's still in there. But the skeletons need to come back. So let's just grab you. Come here. Not that fucking mother.
Is dropping concentration an action?
It's a free action. I'm just moving this for a second so I can get a hold of these damn tokens. Why? Okay, hang on, guys. I don't know what my Roll20 is doing. I gotta reload it. It's not letting me grab the stuff I need to grab. So. Okay. Hoo-ha, hoo-ha.
So as a free action, Roz could drop.
Yes,
the
you can drop
stinking
concentration
cloud.
at any time.
Cool.
Okay, there's my skeletons. I've got that guy. Let's just roll him first. Boop. I would put them back at their other initiatives, but I don't remember what they were, honestly. And I don't think there's a good way to go find out. So we're just gonna re-roll these guys. Okay, and then I need this. I need this guy. Come here. I need this guy. Come on. Sorry, guys. I had to... When I reloaded, it's making me get a bunch of my stuff back. We will need Garks. And we will need Triangle. Okay. All right, friends. Sorry for me having to do a bunch of stuff real quick there. My turn order back. Okay. Triangle goes over here. Garks Brooks goes over there. Peloton goes up there. The Knight goes right there. Skeleton right there. Okay, great. I've got everybody. Okay. That was... Oh, I'm going to... Which one of you guys just took their turn? It was Triangle, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to go through to
I
Triangle.
believe we were on a Knight, maybe?
Yeah, we're going to go to Triangle. So it's going to be this Knight. This Knight needs to... I'm going to put the thing back there. Boom, boom. Okay, this Knight needs to make his save versus puke damage. He has a +4. I rolled the wrong thing. Hang on, I'm gonna roll it again. That's only a 14. I don't think that makes the save.
15.
Okay,
He's
so
puking.
he is puking. So the Knight is poisoned. Okay.
Get pissed on.
And
lol.
that brings us to Enna. So Enna, you have a puking Knight next to you. He is obscured by the fog. You just got shot by the archer who looks pretty wounded. What would you like to do?
Okay. Anna sees vomit and she goes, "Oh, gross, ew." So she's gonna move away. Right here.
Okay, yeah, he can't make an attack of opportunity. He can't take reactions because he's puking. So
Yeah, eat shit and then throw it up.
Actually, just my urine.
okay, and then what would you like to do?
Let's see. I should have figured this out before. I'm gonna do Scorching Ray.
Okay.
Yeah. And I just click the...
Yes, so you roll 3 attacks with the Scorching Ray. Who are you shooting it at?
Oh.
And I guess what level? I think you can get more rays if you shoot it at higher levels, but...
Yeah, I'll probably do it at a higher level. Let's see. Higher levels. You 3 1 away for each. That's second. Okay, I'm gonna do it up to... Oh yeah, I can only go up to the 3rd level. Okay, I'll do it up to 3rd level, so I'll have 4 rays. So I'm gonna do 2 at Peloton and 2 at the archer guy.
Okay, you'll have disadvantage on Peloton because he's on the other side of the cloud. So I guess roll your Peloton shots first, and then we'll do the other guy. Okay, so 21 still hits Peloton. But the first one, I guess that 11 does not hit Peloton. And if you want to roll your 2 on the archer.
I thought it would be the 26 and the 12. I guess it wouldn't matter.
Oh, yeah, the 12 still doesn't hit. Sorry.
Okay, no,
He's
you're
like
fine.
an 18 armor class, so. Okay, and then 9 does not hit the archer. And 11 does not hit the archer. You can choose to burn inspiration on any of those 3 that would miss, however, if you wish.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, we got that, right?
yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna use my inspiration and try to hit the archer.
Okay. So we're re-rolling one of those second ones.
Oh my god.
Oof, that's a 10. Okay, so the only one that hits is the one that hits Peloton. If you want to go ahead and roll damage, if you just click Scorching Ray in chat, it should roll that damage for you.
Okay.
Okay, 6 points of fire damage. Okay. Well, there we go. That is Enna's turn. I believe, Silas, you're up.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going hardball. I'm going to go ahead and cast haste.
Okay.
There it is.
My other, yep. Silas starts to move really weird, flexing and spinning around, and then I'm going to just absolutely bum rush this idiot. Because yeah, he's right there.
Okay.
And I'm just going to try to get rid of him.
Do you want me to drop the stinking cloud so that you don't have disadvantage?
Sure, drop it.
Yeah, Braz is going to drop it.
Very good. Bye-bye, Stinking
Okay.
Cloud.
Rapier attack, 26 to hit,
26 hits.
8 piercing damage.
Okay.
And then I am moving just by right back to where I was.
Okay. And he...
Lightning fast.
I guess he gets an attack of opportunity, right?
Go for it.
Okay. It's a 7. That's not going to do it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. And then that brings us to his turn, and he's like... he turns around and swings at you after you've zipped in and stabbed him. And then the only option left is to go for Roz. That's not Peloton. That's the knight. Okay. I've got a 17 and an 8.
Both miss. 18 armor class.
Okay.
Oh!
That brings us to
It was
Farron.
a good trade
So
for
Farron-
the studded leather.
So Farron, as you feel this psychic energy from the stone sort of like empowering your body to be more effective at attacking, what would you like to do?
I am moving for this pair of skelly men.
Yeah,
in the middle.
Skelly man. All right.
And then I am hitting with Fury of Blows.
Okay.
Take your first 2 attacks because you get regular and then extra attack. So, boom, boom.
Okay. I believe both of those hit. Skeletons have 13 AC.
Sweet.
Okay. So that's
my
going to be the
goodness.
regular monk attack and then an extra 3d8 to each of those.
Yeah.
From Amplify.
Yeah, so just go ahead and roll both your damage on those attacks. We've got a 5 and a 5, so that's 10. And then roll 3D, roll 68. God.
And skeletons are vulnerable to bludgeoning, I think.
Are they? Yeah, they probably are. Let's take a look.
Oh.
29. And they are vulnerable to bludgeoning, so you just did 39 points of damage to the skeleton, and it is like...
No, 49, because they're vulnerable.
No, but they're not vulnerable to the psychic damage. So it was like...
Right,
oh, no, it was...
but
yeah, you're right, 49. Yeah, you're right.
It's
Anyway,
29 plus 20.
yeah, it's
Right?
19, it's 20 plus 29. Yeah, so like Farron rushes in with 2 attacks and just like bop, bop, and like there's this sort of pulsating, chromatically shifting like psychic energy surrounding your fists and feet as you punch them and kick them, and it just like shreds the bodies of these brittle skeletons. Just like just evaporating skeletons.
Silas is up against the wall, just like peeking by, be like, I fucking knew it!
It is the faith element.
And there is a very jealous little squeak coming from Enna's back.
Okay. Question for that. Did the first 5 and then, or I guess 10 because weak, and then 7 for 4. So
Skeletons have 23
11,
HP, so the first 20 damage did not kill it, but the additional 29 certainly did.
okay. Cool.
And the 5 plus the first D8s I don't think would have killed it either. Right? Because it was like 10 damage
No.
plus 7 plus 4
Plus 4.
plus
So
4.
that's So that's 15,
11,
25.
15 plus
25.
25.
Oh, no, that would have killed
actually,
it. Yeah, that
because
actually
the
would have
first
killed it.
attack would have killed the skeleton with
Okay.
the psychic damage
Right.
additional.
And then the second
this-
attack is
Would have
10.
also killed the
but
other
yeah,
one.
Would have killed the second one.
So you
Shona,
killed both of them in.
In 2 attacks. One
and
hit
you
a
still
pop.
have 5 feet of movement.
So you could drop the
hold on,
Enna-
you had. Yeah, you still have 10 feet of movement, so you could.
You could drop the Etten with your flurry of blows.
Yeah. I
Okay,
just
let her rip.
This is nasty, dude.
Yeah.
It's a good thing that Farron's not coming back for the next adventure because this is busted.
2 more unarmed attacks coming up this.
Hey, we did not make the item.
We did not.
So-
That's a Matt Colville special.
You have inspiration if you want to try and get that.
Bardic
yeah.
inspiration.
Oh, you have
Yeah.
Bardic
Yes.
inspiration.
Yes.
You do have Bardic
Yes.
Inspiration.
which
yeah.
is a
I will
D8.
use that. I have seen these 2
Okay.
skeleton.
Well, you'll
obliterated
automatically hit. It's
before
got a
my
12
eyes.
AC, so. And you rolled an 8, so that's a 19.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and roll your
2
damage.
more.
Okay. So that's-
10. And is this big Etten also a
It
skeleton
is, yeah,
now?
it is a
Oh
skeleton.
my goodness.
So that is 20
That's
damage
20.
right there.
That's
And then
34
Yeah, go ahead and roll
You
your
get-
last
you get
3d8.
Oh, yeah, there's
Yeah.
another
Six.
3d8.
Yeah.
Yeah, forgot.
or 38.
Okay, and so that is an additional
46.
How much is that? 22 plus 14. Yeah, that it had 23 hit points left. So you roll up in here and blast the skeleton. Go, 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 go. Okay.
Beautiful.
That was bananas.
On the start of the skeleton's turn, it has to do the
Oh, wait.
moonbeam.
Okay, hang on real quick, though. Skeletons don't have the undead.
No, they don't have undead.
They're not zombie,
fortitude.
right? Yeah, okay. Okay, just wanted to make sure. Okay, so the skeleton makes what is that, wisdom, constitution, dex?
Do you want to do anything else with your
What's the moonbeam?
Yeah, what's the save on Moonbeam?
moonbeam? Is a
Dex?
It's a constitution, I'm pretty sure. Hold on, let me pull it up.
We gotta be sure.
It is a constitution saving throw. And my save is 14.
That's a 10. It fails.
All right,
Roll
so
damage.
it takes 3d10 because this is moonbeam cast at the 3rd level.
Okay.
So let me 12 only.
Okay. All right. And it still has a turn. How smart is this skeleton? I mean, this skeleton's smart. This skeleton used to be the wizard. So I think some of that actually carries over a little bit. What is... No, their intelligence
Poor
is
beasts
-2.
ended up-
Yeah.
Fell out.
I'm going to just roll for the people it can reach, which are Perdita, Enna, Farron, and Trangle. So 1, 2, 3. I'm just going to roll a d4.
And Garks.
Okay, 1d5. So Garks is 1, and I'm going counterclockwise from there. That's a 3, so that's 1, 2. Oh, God, Enna. So this thing lurches out of the moonbeam at Enna. I just feel like I'm targeting you tonight, and I promise I'm not on purpose. But
I'm feeling very attacked. Yeah.
uh-oh, we lost somebody.
Yeah, Beast.
Beast is
Oh,
lost.
no.
Uh-oh. Okay, guys. We're going to throw to break real quick. I'm going to attack Enna, and then we're going to throw to break.
Rude.
That's a 10 to hit, so he misses. And we will try and get Beast back in here. We'll be back hopefully in a few minutes, guys. Okay, folks, sorry about that. We are back. Oh, I got to get on the map screen. And we have Beast back, and we had just done Farron's turn, right? And Farron blasted, and then we were on the skeleton, and the skeleton attacked and missed Enna. It is now Garx Brooks's turn. Garx is going to look around and see that the only real viable target is Sir Peloton. And Garx is going to come over here and attack. Garx gets a single... I'm going to use the pseudopod attack to try to stick to Peloton. That is a 15 to hit. That does not hit Sir Peloton. So...
Okay, but if Garx does this for us, I mean, that's it for him.
Garks
He's the best
has to
part
be
of this
made
campaign.
count of Bedegar.
That's right.
Oh, the
Or at the
Bedegar is a
very least,
barony.
air.
Bedegar's a
has to be
baron.
made Baron of Bedegar or Count of Rend.
Well, you might have to kill a 13-year-old child to make that happen. So if you all want that on your conscience,
Perhaps
No
Burgomaster
business of
of
mine.
Territon.
Burgomaster of Territon. Now that actually is the kind of title he would like, even though he doesn't understand that it doesn't mean that he gets to eat a lot of burgers. Roz, you're up.
Oh boy. Roz is going to look to Perdita. Perdita, now is the time to prove your heredity. Take Bardic Inspiration. And then Roz is going to look at the knight in front of her and perform the Hisker's Yowl, casting Thunder Wave, upcast at 2nd level.
Okay. So that's a Constitution saving throw from him, yeah?
That is a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
That's
Ooh, okay. So that's a nat 20.
the Thunder Wave prompt won't pop up. That's
Is
strange.
it behind your sheet?
I would like to think that it is, but I don't see it.
Row?
Yeah, that's a little strange, huh?
Well, you may have to reload. In the meantime, you just
asking
want to
you
roll
what level?
damage. He
You know
definitely
what?
made the save.
It might be because of the whole
Is the
internet
power thing? Yeah, that makes sense.
If he got above a 15, then yeah.
Yeah, he rolled a 22. So
All right, then I'll just burn the spell slot and reload.
okay. And just he'll take half damage, so just roll the damage and we'll
Gotcha. If I can roll the damage even. So the damage is going to be 3d8. I'm just going to roll that in roll 20.
Yep.
Boom.
Okay, 18 damage. Cool.
Halved to 9.
Half to 9. Great. Okay, and he is not moved. Anything else from Roz?
That's going to be it from Roz.
Okay. 3 turns until the victory from the outside battle. Perdita, you're up.
Well, Perdita is trying to make a decision because the skeleton is in range with Anna, but then the archer over there was kind of beat up a little bit. So I think
Soren can move the moonbeam at the start of his turn up to 60 feet, so he can cover the archer if you want to focus on the skeleton.
All right, well, then I'm going to go for the skeleton with my short bow because I will get the sneak attack, which sounds better.
Okay.
Now, I have the steady aim still. I have not moved from where I am, so I have advantage on this.
Okay. Well, you could attack any of them with sneak attack because if you have advantage on the attack, you get your sneak attack. So the steady aim basically gives you sneak attack. Either way.
Alright.
So no matter who you want to hit, you'll get it.
All right. Did I? Oh, I was in the wrong place. I'm sorry. Let me try it. So I'm using my short bow. Oh, so I can do any of them, but he's going to move. Oh,
Yeah.
this is so
I will
tough.
say I don't think you have line of sight very well on Peloton through the treant.
No, I know
think
I
it-
don't
it
on
blocks,
Peloton. It's between the skeleton and the archer.
Yeah, but either one of those you want to hit is up to you.
He ran by me, so how bad does the archer
The
look?
archer's in pretty bad shape.
But I get the sneak attack with the skeleton. Oh,
You can sneak attack with both
get
of
this-
them.
You get the sneak
What
attack
part
with
of you
either.
get the sneak
You
attack
get-
with
you
both
get
of them?
all-
the
Wasn't clear.
archer. I'm
Oh,
going
And
for the
looking at
archer.
it, actually, moving my moonbeam takes an action, and I want to use my action for something else. So
All
if you
right,
would like
I'm
to.
short. I'm sorry to be so difficult. I'm short bowing the archer.
Okay, let her rip. 10
And I
does
have
not hit.
advantage.
Oh, you have advantage because you're not moving.
I have
24 hits.
advantage.
Yeah, 24 hits. Go ahead and roll damage with sneak attack.
I get 20. I get
Okay.
11 plus 9.
And
The
if that
archer
doesn't
is
do
down.
it, okay.
All
Never
right.
mind.
Yeah, the archer's down.
You still have Bardic Inspiration.
But
Okay.
But I thank you very much.
Okay, and you can't move.
I'm not going
So
to.
that's it. Well, you used the thing to get advantage, so you couldn't.
Yes.
Right. So Soren, you're up.
All right. Soren, in the measure of his faith, makes the sacrificial play.
Oh no.
Soren is going to move up to this point behind Peloton,
Okay.
looping around,
because that way, if Peloton has any area of effect spells, Soren won't be in it, or his friends won't be in it. And he casts Inflict Wounds at a 3rd level.
Okay.
Yes.
Go ahead and roll to hit.
I hit to roll it, and I'm not seeing it pop up. Oh, that's a
That
nat
is
1, but I'm
that's a
burning my
natty
inspiration.
1.
I'm burning inspiration for this.
Okay.
So rolling it again, but do we want to keep the damage for that first cast?
Sure,
I
it doesn't matter.
assume it doesn't really matter. We'll take whatever's higher. Right? It's the best move. All right. Here we go. That's a 22.
22 hits.
Can we take that first damage, please?
Yeah, that's fine. Good
Yeah.
lord. 3, 1, or 2. That's the worst roll on 3d10s you could imagine. Okay. So that is 22 plus 14 is 36.
36.
Brutal. So yeah, Sir Peloton is pretty rough. This is fun because like you guys have done some of this dance before, right? You've taken cones of cold, you've taken jars of piss, you've taken inflict wounds at each other. But there are some new elements. You got the tree ant, you have the ettins and the skeletons and all that. It's been quite the battle. Okay, anything else from Soren?
That's all Soren's got.
That brings us to Sir Peloton. Okay. Sir Peloton is pissed. He turns around and as a bonus action is going to use his Baleful Interdict to set another of his sort of infernal seals onto Soren. So he does the same thing to you he did to Enna. He turns and his eye glows brightly and shines at you. And you feel and everyone can see this sort of infernal rune up above your head. And then he takes 2 attacks with the greatsword. That's a 19 to hit. That's
Soren's
a 21 to
AC.
hit.
Those both hit. Soren
Okay.
has 19 hit points.
Okay, so the first is going to deal 12 points of 10 slashing and 2 cold. And he burns his seal to deal an additional 9 points of damage.
Soren is down. On
Okay.
that first hit, Soren is down.
And so he vindictively drives his blade further into Soren. Soren, you fail 2 death saving throws. As he is breathing heavily, and he shouts out to the rest of you, "You can't do this to me! I'm the Star Knight!"
Your false gods will fail you.
You'll get to ask them soon. Okay, that is Peloton. Trangle, you're up.
We'll ask them together.
Trangle, you're up.
Oh, me crying in the club. Okay. Triangle sees Soren going down and he is getting angry. And he says, "What do you gain?" Okay, hold on. I gotta do the word. It's hard. It says,
What do you mean it's hard?
What do you gain from taking life? I create life, but I can also take yours. And he does 2 same attacks.
Okay, let it rip.
All right.
Birds and trees, famously friends.
15's a miss. 19, I believe, hits. Yes, 19 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
16.
16 points of bludgeoning damage, guys. Peloton is looking rough. Peloton is looking rough. Okay, anything else from Trangle?
Nah.
Okay, we have this knight. This knight is looking around. Things are going quite badly. I think this knight is going to rush over to try to help
That knight is poisoned and needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, well the cloud is gone, so he still has the poisoned effect, but he can still move. He doesn't have to make
Correct.
a thing to still move. So
Yes.
okay, so he does fail. He'll have disadvantage. But he, I guess, is gonna attack. Oh wait, hang on. Let's see where he can get to. Yeah. He's gonna attack Trangle, I guess. So he tries to like wedge himself in between Trangle and Sir Peloton. He's gonna make 2 great sword attacks against Trangle. That's a 19 and a 10.
The 19 hit.
Okay, that is
disadvantage.
Oh, it is disadvantage, so that's a 17.
17 and a 10, yeah.
So the 17 still hits. So that's 6 points of slashing damage.
Oh, well.
It's all good. Okay, that is the knight. Anna, you're up.
Anna is.
I want to remind you, Taylor, of something that I think we've all forgotten about.
Yeah.
Which is Anna has communed with the shrine here. And if Anna uses her channel divinity, every single person who is an ally will regain 3d8 hit points.
Is there a range on that?
It's everyone inside of the keep who is an ally.
Okay.
If I did that, is that like my action?
It would be an action to do, yes.
But it will save Soren.
Yeah. All right.
Within 30 feet.
Is that what it says?
I think it's within 30 feet, yeah.
Dang.
When you use your Channel Divinity class feature, all allies within 30 feet regain 3d8 hit points. You can do this a number of times equal to your stronghold level.
Can she
Soren's at
move
40
before
feet.
she does it?
Oh, yeah.
And you
So
could,
she
yeah.
could just move around.
She
the
could
skeleton.
circle around the skeleton without even taking an attack and probably get
Yes.
him.
It's up to you. If you see an opportunity, Soren would say take it. Not for him, but for finishing the fight.
Okay. How far? 5, 10.
Yeah, but
That's exactly 30 feet, yeah.
All right. I'll do that.
Okay.
So
Okay, so what are you doing?
It's a channel divinity. So whatever abilities Anna can use to channel divinity, which I believe is, I think turn undead counts.
Yes.
It does.
It does
Yeah.
count.
Soren, do you have any other tips as
Yes.
the other
Well,
cleric?
you have turn undead, and then as a light cleric, you have something else. I don't remember off the top of my head what it is.
Radiance of the Dawn.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Soren doesn't really have anything else he can provide here, tip wise. I mean, the healing will help Soren. Silas won't get any of the healing, and I know he's really fucked
Yeah,
up.
so the other thing is Radiance of the Dawn.
No.
As an action, you present your holy symbol. Any magical darkness is dispelled. Each hostile creature must make a con save or take 2d10 damage. So you could damage people and heal them at the same time with your Radiance of the Dawn if you want.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. So the range on Radiance of the Dawn is within
It's
each
also
hostile
30
creature within
feet.
30 feet, which is going to include the skeleton and it's going to include all 3 of them, I think, yeah?
Yeah, the night and
Because if Soren's within 30 feet, then okay. So they have to make Constitution saves. If you want to roll, I guess let's just use is it the same damage? 2d10. It's not. So go ahead and roll your 3d8 for healing your allies that are within 30 feet. And then any of you guys that are within 30 feet will get that. And then I will roll the saves. And then after that, you can roll your damage, okay? And this is a
14.
con save. Okay. So everybody within 30 feet gets 14 hit points.
that includes
Thank
the
you.
Etten.
Right?
thank you.
The
Thank
Or
you.
not the Etten.
Treant.
The Treant.
Not
Okay,
Etten,
and then
the
these
Etten.
guys, the knight needs to make a con save. The Peloton needs to make a
Makes it.
con save. And the skeleton needs to make a con save.
They still take half damage, though, so that's
Ah.
good.
Peloton failed.
Peloton fails.
Rolled a nat 1.
half as much on a successful. Okay, so
You
Double.
might have a legendary.
okay.
Was that Peloton or was that Skeleton?
No, that was Peloton. Peloton failed, Skeleton failed, and the Knight succeeded. Go ahead and roll your 2d10 plus your cleric level damage, Anna.
2d10 plus what?
Plus your cleric level, which is 5.
2d10 plus 5.
Come on, Anna.
14.
14 damage. Okay. Come on, what is happening here? Why?
You healed for 14,
I gotta
and now
reload
you
my damage.
harm for 14.
Basically.
That's balance, folks.
Yeah, I kind of wish that it was the same dice on either side, and I'm glad that it worked out that way because it's very cool.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Okay, so minus 14 for you. This is mine. Okay, so the skeleton is destroyed. And Anna, how do you want to do this?
No, shut up. No. Oh my god. Okay. So Anna is just like so beat up. She looks around and her friends are beat up and her tree has taken hits and has cuts and all these kind of stuff. And she just dances around the skeleton, makes eye contact with it, like winks at it a little bit. Is like, watch this. Then she just like takes her symbol and puts it in her hands and prays to her saint. I don't remember its name.
Saint Tathan the Sunbringer.
Tathan, thank you. And she says, please give me your light. And then there's this bright radiance light around her and her friends glow. And then her enemies also glow, but then you just see them like, oh, and then die.
Yeah, and I think we see, actually, that above Enna... Oh, can I drag this guy on here? Please tell me I can. I get whatever. I'll just show it to you guys. That Saint Tathan the Sunbringer, who is this angelic figure in armor with these sort of glowing yellow eyes and this massive flaming holy blade, sort of, and with angel wings spread out, sort of like whoosh, appears out behind Enna in the same way that the heavens came down to support Soren earlier. Saint Tathan himself comes down and just holds his sword up and says, he says, "By my light, this place is cleansed!" And then just whoosh, this light blasts all throughout the zone, burning Sir Peloton, who's like, his body is sort of melting away. The skeleton is just blasted, and the knight is very badly burned. And then,
the knight goes up and then burns.
and then, from the charred body of Sir Peloton crawls something.
Oh God.
A creature. It appears to be some sort of brain with eyes burst slowly out of Sir Peloton's skull. Its tail is still attached to the charred fragments of his spinal column. And it is going to take its turn.
Kill it.
Ew, like Garg, smush
This-
it, eat it.
It's lunch, Garks.
Is a mind killer.
Garg says no thoughts, head empty.
So the mind killer is going to use its tentacle
Yeah.
attack to attack Soren, who is a weakened target.
Punk.
Yeah.
Soren
And so
is
it
weak.
scuttles out of Sir Peloton and over basically onto Soren.
No, Jesus.
I guess Garx gets an attack of opportunity here.
Yes.
So we'll go ahead and
yes.
do that.
Come on, Garks.
Eat Garks.
If he sticks him,
Munch it.
I don't think 11's going to hit. Oh man, it barely misses. 12 is the AC. So Garx tries to slap out and stick the creature and fails. And then I believe he'll have advantage on this because you're prone.
Yeah,
All right, Soren.
Ugh.
That's a
that's a
crit.
nat 20.
Oh God.
Soren
Okay.
looks out to Enna and says,
I'm proud of you. As this thing climbs up his body.
Okay, so this is 1d8 plus 2 plus 3d6 plus 18 plus 8.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
What?
Well, it's a
Soren
crit,
has
and we have crit
14 hit
rules,
points.
remember? So
Oh.
it maxes damage and then rolls dice.
Yep. Soren has 14 hit points. So
Okay,
What's
Soren
Soren's max?
takes 39 hit points.
Soren is
Down.
Okay,
Is he
so this thing
dead or
crawls
dead?
onto Soren and begins like wrapping his tentacles in and is clearly trying to force his way into Soren's skull.
Oh, Jesus.
Hopefully they're not compatible, you know.
Yeah,
We
hopefully.
will add that. We threw him in after Enna, so that is going to be 13.
No.
Okay, Silas, you're up. Soren is down.
Do I know
this-
what this thing is?
This horrifying
Does Silas
creature.
know what this
Sure,
thing
make an
is?
Arcana check.
Okay.
It's gonna be real tough. These are very weird and uncommon.
17.
17 on a 17. It's an aberration. I'll give you that. So it's extraplanar. It's some kind of weird, freaky extraplanar monster. I don't know that you know exactly what this thing is, but it's clearly came out of Peloton's head and is now trying to crawl into your friend's head. So
Okay. Silas, as soon as Soren went down the first time, screams, Soren! And fucking bolts at him full speed, gets within 30 feet, charges a ball of electrical energy and pushes it now toward the mind, whatever it is. I'm casting Witch Bolt at 2nd level.
okay, make your attack roll.
I'm burning inspiration to give myself advantage.
Okay.
Natural
Yes!
fucking 20!
Yes.
All right. Go ahead and roll damage.
Nat
Okay,
20.
that's 4d12.
Yeah. So that's max.
48.
Yeah.
Wait, whoa.
Plus.
4d12 max.
Yeah. 4012 max plus 4012.
Okay, so 48 plus 5, right? No, just 48.
I don't think Witch Bolts, let's show the screen. I don't think it adds your mod. It's just the damage. Yeah, it doesn't
Okay,
add mod.
This thing
So
takes 48 points of lightning damage as Silas's black hand shoots a.
well, but you get to
black
roll
bolt
your
of
damage
electricity.
too. It takes
You
48
also
off the
get to
top,
roll
but then you get to roll
4d12s.
4012s.
Plus
That's the
31.
Plus 31. So 76? No, 79.
79.
Yeah,
Okay. Silas,
yeah.
how do you want to do this?
I will just hit. It's almost like a hand of electrical energy comes and wraps around this thing and just shakes it and zaps it and electrocutes it. It's flailing and shaking, and it just eviscerates on top of Soren. Soren's still unconscious, which is not great, but Silas still has moves left, so he's going to wrap around at the end, and he's going to stab this guy while he does it.
Okay.
And I'm burning my other one because I want to hit.
Okay. Let her rip.
For a 17.
17, I believe, hits. Let me double check. Let me get this knight in here.
Okay.
18. 18's the AC on the knight.
Really?
Yep. He's got plate armor on.
Um,
You got inspiration you can burn? Probably not.
Anything
No,
I can
we already
do?
did it.
I just did it.
No, I
Yeah.
was talking about Bardic, but I don't think you have it.
incredible spell and then goes and like dinks against this tank.
Yeah, so you launch this lightning. Your hands are shaking from the adrenaline and the fear for your friend as much as from the electricity charging up him. Then this massive blast of lightning zips out over Garx's head and slams into the body of this creature, frying it. Smoke is like curling off of it. Its long spindly tail that is still half wrapped around the spinal column that it has dragged from the burning wreckage of what once was Sir Peloton the Star Knight is like it's like breaking, and the vertebrae are snapping and charring even more as its little tentacly, spindly legs are like frying and popping off with the smell of human brain meat and crab. And then, Silas, you rush up and you're still so amped up and charged, and you believe you've killed this thing, and you're elated that your friend might be saved, but terrified at his condition, and you are unable to land an effective strike against the knight.
Let's say I miss, but put it right under his chin, and I say, "You have nowhere to run. As the Duke of this keep, lay down your weapons, and you might make it out of here."
He looks
And then
around.
That's it.
And it's
Also,
his turn.
The moonbeam disappears.
Moonbeam disappears. Okay.
That's
Also,
fair.
it's his turn. Oh, I have a couple of these in here,
Yep.
apparently. Okay. So it's his turn.
Con save for poison.
Oh, that's not going to matter.
Nice.
He looks at
Okay.
Silas, grabs the blade, and shoves it into his own throat.
Ooh,
And then you see this red light fall out from his eyes, and he looks up at you, terrified. And then he's gone.
All right, we got one left. Farron, just light him up.
Farron, you're up.
I am running after this one last man. And I'm going to do another Fury of Blows. This has been an outrageous amount of stuff that has happened in the last couple of seconds. I'm just going to wail on him.
Okay.
That was one strike too many. I accidentally did 5 instead of
Okay.
4.
Well, we'll just take the first 4. Okay, so first is a miss, second is a hit, third is a miss, fourth is a hit.
And then that's going to be another 68.
Oh, is that it?
Only 68.
Only 68. Okay, so that is 22 plus 9 is 31 plus 5 is 36. Farron, how do you want to do this?
I am just like hit after hit, closed fist, and then when I've realized that this man is like at the end, just no more. You will hurt my friends no more as I slam them into the ground.
Nice.
Yes.
All right, friends, and with that, you are out of initiative.
Silas immediately turns to either Enna or Roz, who he knows has healing magic, and says, "Just hurry, please!" And just panicking over Soren.
Get up, old
For,
bird.
for shits and giggles, Soren, make a death save.
Oh,
And now
boy.
he's got 3, right?
He does have 3. He came back up and went back down, so he's back at normal.
Can I not cast these?
No, jeez.
Okay, you had 1 fail.
You've not rolled good all night.
Nope.
Poor Soren. The only thing that he rolled that was solid was getting the angels in, which, to be fair, was crucial. Okay, so you take 4 plus whatever Roz's charisma mod is. Hit points.
Is it Chris spellcasting ability? Yeah, so for 8 hit points.
Take 8 hit points.
Get up, old bird.
Okay. All right, friends.
Soren
Sorry, go ahead.
coughs blood from his beak.
Yeah,
And
and Soren,
rolls over.
there is a roasted, extra planar, brain-eating crab slug monster on your face.
Where the fuck did this come from?
If you don't want it, I'll eat it.
Oh,
Silas
Okay.
is just pulling like chunks off of him, just trying to any remnant of this thing is trying to get away.
That was way out of left field. I did not see that coming at all. Oh, it's in my mouth.
Lucky.
Okay, and with that, the battle is won. The combat is won. Sir Paladin is dead. His armies are scattered. The siege of Castle Rend has been broken. As night and evening fall on the keep, this battle took all day as these armies clashed and warred with one another. And the sun is now setting. The sun that dawned so cold and clear sets over the forest of Rend. Bodies fell. Our heroes survived, though they came close on many occasions to death. The last of the adult line of the McTrippy Dippies passed, but the youngest nephew of the first to die was blessed today by the gods themselves. Saint Tathan the Sunbringer killed Sir Peloton himself at the behest of his loyal cleric, Enna, who has consecrated this place not only to Saint Gaed the Confessor, but also to Saint Tathan the Sunbringer and Saint Rune the Temperate. Silas, the Count of Rend, has defended his keep, and now is entitled to all the full benefits thereof. Farron Naraf slew the final threat. Trangle and Garx Brooks did their part. Garx really didn't do anything.
And then they got married.
No. And although I don't know, maybe Garx goes to live in Trangle's leaves and branches and snack on unwary squirrels.
There's like a little nook hollowed out
Yeah.
in his trunk. He just snuggles in there.
And he is slowly trying to teach Trangle Abyssal. It's not going well. And all of you are free now. So the battle is over. We've won the day. The sun is setting. It is a day of victory. So there's rejoicing. There is also loss. Many soldiers have fallen, but your lieutenants, Gear and Orin, have survived. Meow Raya is down to her last life. Edmund, Pinna, and Alyssa Tea Leaf have survived. And I'm going to leave it kind of open here as we sort of enter the denouement of this campaign for you guys to sort of do any role play scenes that you might need to do with each other as we wrap this up. I know that there are several folks who, their characters will be leaving for other parts of this world, and some of you will stay here for what is next. So I'm going to kind of turn it over to you guys to let me know what you would like to focus on and do as we start to wrap this up.
Yeah. Soren, I think, would definitely want to petition or would want to speak to Silas on their own, but I think Soren is also very busy with handling the burial of the troops fallen in battle. So I think there is this kind of, I think Soren asked Silas to see him while he's in the process of consecrating some graves.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to sort of I'm going to ask you guys to kind of front load me some of the scenes you want to do, and then we'll jump back and forth between what you guys have.
Roz would like to invite Perdita to join her and Meow Raya to mourn the deaths of those Yowling commandos who did not make it.
Okay.
Silas wants to meet with both Orin and Gear after the battle, just to, I guess, thank them and say goodbye. Also, if a quick meeting with the leader of the orcs, if possible, and of course talk to Soren and Enna.
Okay. I'm going to say you can send envoys to the orcs, but I think they left immediately after the battle. I think they sort of
That's fine.
Took off into the woods. Okay. Who else?
Anna is gonna escort Trangle back to the forest.
Okay. Okay.
Perdita is going to speak to Farron and then to Roz.
Okay.
Farron also needs to speak with Perdita, but also meet with the group as a whole.
Okay, and I guess for last we'll leave the whole group So we'll have these kind of individual scenes, and then we'll do like a communal scene of everybody, and that'll probably be like the last thing that we do. Okay, well, I think for this, I'm just gonna roll. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got about 6 things. I'm just gonna start rolling, and we'll see what we get first. 6. Okay, Enna. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh wait, but it actually should have been a 7. But we'll go ahead and do Enna and Triangle first.
Okay.
So Enna, after the battle is won, and as the evening is setting, people are setting about different things. Triangle sort of looks around the keep and then looks down at you. What do you say?
Thank you for all your help today. That was a hard battle, and we couldn't have done it without you and your strength and your kindness. Thank you so much.
Yes, I find that kindness is all well and good, but there are times when strength is all that will do. But when possible, I prefer to be kind.
Well, you were kind to me and my friends by assisting us.
It is as the great lady wills it. You may call on me again when you have need. I will do my best to answer.
Thank you. You shall have a friend forever in me, and I will call upon you if need be.
Oh, the forever of an elf is a very long time.
And he sort of walks with you over to the edge of the forest and then creakily makes his way into the trees. Okay. Well.
Now me getting emotionally attached to a triangle. I love
Okay.
him.
Okay, well, the next thing I rolled is Silas and Enna. So I'll leave it up to you where and when you want this conversation to take place.
Okay.
I think Silas would probably just like peek in on Enna while she's either like working in the temple, or where do you think Enna would be?
And I will say these meetings can kind of take place over the next couple of days. We're sort of in a loose time orientation here.
Yeah.
So what we're some of this, and we can skip back and forth. Some of this can happen right after the battle. Some of this can happen a day or two later. It's really up to you guys what you think makes sense for a given scene between your characters.
And I would probably be in the temple, praying or meditating or something of that sort. She misses Triangle.
Silas would probably just peek in and say something along the lines of like, "How are you doing?"
I miss my friend.
Yeah. How are you handling all of the catastrophe of the last couple weeks?
I'm glad it's over. What about you?
Yeah, also glad it's over, but I'm worried that there's more to come.
Oh, how so?
Well, we still have Edmund to deal with, and seeing what's going on with Bedegar, and Peloton wasn't the only one of his knight alliance, and I feel like we've made a name for ourselves now, and that's a big target.
Yes. Great name comes with great responsibilities and great enemies. I would prefer for any kind of Pelotonness to not come back.
Well, as a count, I have certain responsibilities, and one of those I've seen is to nominate someone to lead the religious or spiritual side of governance. And I don't know anything about this, and I think Soren is pretty committed to his role. And you did save all of our lives. I'm asking if you want a job.
Wow. This is That's quite nice of you. I have definitely learned a lot more in my spiritual journey. I would be more than honored to take that title, job, whatnot. I greatly appreciate it and will hold it with lots of honor.
And Silas just kind of pats her like gently on the shoulder and summons Charlie to the other shoulder.
Anna grabs Arrow out of her bag and puts him on her other shoulder.
I'm assuming Arrow has his crystal back, or is Farron keeping it?
I feel like Farron would give the crystal back. I can't stand that Arrow can't voice their thoughts.
Oh, what do you think, Arrow?
Fuck yeah! This shit rules.
It comes with stipulations, obviously. Number one, Arrow has to be a bishop.
Do I get a cool hat?
Yes, absolutely. You get a cool hat.
Fuck yeah!
That's half the job.
Wait, does half the
Called a
job
miter.
fit in the hat, or is it making the hat? Which half of the job is the hat?
Just wearing the hat. It's all right. Inna will explain more. And Silas just puts his hand out and shakes in his hand and says, "To more to come."
And Arrow's like got his little paw up. He's like, "You gonna leave me hanging?"
He shakes his finger.
Thank you.
Yeah. Silas will leave.
Okay.
Hell yeah!
It's just a little mouse in a Pope hat.
Mm-hmm.
It's so sweet.
Holding a psionic.
Holding a
crystal.
psionic crystal.
He's
Yeah.
got a
Okay.
You can put it in the hat, maybe.
That is one. Okay, I'm gonna skip that one because we've done a bunch of those in a row. I'm gonna do Soren burials next.
Yeah.
We're going rogue.
Going rogue. Soren has, I think, assembled the remaining soldiers, and is performing a not really a religious ceremony, but is more kind of broad. It's religious in nature, but it's not specific to one saint or one god. It is a broad reach to a variety of faiths, as he is celebrating the lives and mourning the deaths of the dozens to hundreds of lives lost on both sides of the battle. Even if some were imperialist dickheads, those were lives of sentient people that were lost. In this time, we recognize the loss of significant families. I understand that all but one of the McTriple Dipper clan was wiped from this world, but they have gone on to serve in the next with the gods of their faith. Come now and pray with me all. Let us wish our fallen friends and family to a better place on the other side. And Soren kind of leads the group in a non-denominational prayer. As well as whoever else is there, if anyone else from like the actual party is there, or if Garx Brooks is there for some reason, trying to eat corpses or whatever.
Perdita would be there for sure. And Perdita would walk up to Farron and say, this is the second one of these that I have been at recently, and I long for the day when I don't have to go through any more. It was bad in Bedegar, and this is bad also. But I don't think it's over yet, Soren.
Well, I know that with faith and with strength of will, all things can be accomplished.
Yes.
And I know that you all have the faith and strength of will to do what needs to be done.
Well, and there is hope because Edmund still lives. And similarly, for the triple dippers, there is also hope because Sherrick lives. As long as we have hope, it will be all right.
Yes. Soren bows his head and continues to the end of the service with whoever will listen.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to go rogue again. Let's do Roz, since we're kind of in that mood anyway. Roz, Perdita, and Meow Raya are having their own sort of side situation for the Yowling Commandos.
Yeah, so Roz and Miaraya sort of wave Perdita over from Soren's burial ceremony to attend a very tabaxi mourning. And Roz brings Perdita into the group of Miaraya and the several surviving commandos. And in front of them, arranged, are the corpses of the tabaxi who fell. Perdita, I understand that you did not grow up with our traditions, and I will understand if you wish not to partake. But I would invite you to join with us to make whole the tabaxi spirit. Join if you wish. It is the only feast I will not stop you from. And Roz and Miauraya begin to chirp and whine and purr in distress over these bodies. And then in the blink of an eye, they begin to go from body to body, taking a single bite out of each tabaxi, chewing very slowly and methodically, tears falling, rolling down their whiskered faces. Their names will be forgotten as they join the great litter box. She was chewy, but we are all tough. We are all tabaxi. And as their death nourishes us, their lives are added to the great list. We honor them by making them a part of us to carry on forever.
Perdita hesitates. Of course, she has never seen or heard such a thing in her life, and it is anathema to everything that she ever learned as she wandered among the humans of Bedegar. But understanding the importance of the tradition, she follows along behind, silently, also with tears streaming because she has never seen this many tabaxis in her life. She does not partake, but she looks at each person and she reaches over with her face and she licks each ear. She does a little grooming, like tabaxi do, and maybe takes a paw along with it. And she walks down the line of the missing and she licks each and every one. And as she does, she knows that within 3 or 4 days, she's going to have a hairball to kill all hairballs. But this she does because it is the tabaxi tradition to touch and to partake. And she knows that as she journeys down this road with Roz, she has much to learn. when she joins Roz and Maria at the end of the line, she says, "You know, Roz, I'm beginning to like your piss a little bit more than I thought that I would. I think you're giving me an idea. Did I ever tell you the story of what Auntie Grandma Cambria did on her 114th birthday? Come along with me. Let's get a drink and a piece of pie, and I will tell you."
Very excitedly, Roz begins to unroll the hereditary chart to add Granny Auntie Cambria's story to the ever-growing line of tall tales of the Hiskers clan.
Okay. And we have Silas meeting with Orin and Gear, and Silas meeting with Soren. Which one do you want to do, sir, first?
We can do Gear first.
Okay.
And I, since we finished the fight before they had a chance to announce the battle victory, could I be that? Could Orin be that person?
Oh, sure. Yeah, we can do that.
So I think the front door, the front gates of Castle Rend creak open, and slipping between them is a tiny little dirty man with salt and pepper hair, wearing an incredibly old, unkempt gambeson, running into the great hall, shouting, "Victory! Victory for the Terrigen boys! We did it! We're just, you could have waited."
Okay. Is Gear with him, or is it just
Gear was the one that opened the door.
Yeah, I think Gear is like, hanging back and sort of, I think because all of Gear's men were wiped out, so I think Gear is sort of like limping into the room, having barely survived.
Hurry up, Pickle. Ain't got no time to waste. Gotta tell the Count about all the great stuff we did. Well, there with the triple dip, boys, but we can get to them later.
Why are you so chipper, Ori?
Well, ain't had a fight like that since Hagen here. Hey, you remember like it was yesterday. Wait, when was yesterday?
Yesterday was yesterday, Ori, but...
Don't correct me, Pickle. I gotta talk to the fancy man.
I wasn't there, but much like Hagen Hill, most of the Terrigen boys died today, Ori.
They died for a good cause. Hey, we're good at that, except for me. I ain't never gonna die. Where's that Count? Fancy Pants.
Silas will definitely respond to Fancy Pants. Yeah.
Yeah, so they sort of come up to you, Silas, the two of them. Gear sort of limping his way into the room.
So I'm assuming this is right after we just killed the mind killer or whatever.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, I'm covered in viscera and goo. Soren is on the ground being healed, and these two crazy people just burst through the front door. And Silas goes, "How went the battle? How many did we lose?"
Oh gosh, well, there's.
He turns to Gear
a few.
And he says, "How many did we lose?"
Well, all the infantry was broken. Some of them might be able to be reformed after the battle. Maybe one unit left. The archers were fine. The mercenaries handled themselves well, but it was a tough fight.
But we were successful.
We were.
What of the orcs?
They took their leave right after the fight.
Yeah, they got right out of here because they knew old Orange looking out for them.
And the dragon ghosts?
I think
we had dragon ghosts?
Did you not see the huge swaths of lightning, Ori?
Well, I was busy fighting, I was, up on that tower. Great view. It's good for the eyes.
Great view, and you didn't see the most bombastic. Well, the second most bombastic thing that happened the entire fight. Anyway, they I don't know, dissipated, vanished, sort of.
He kind of brings them both in, and he says, "Get your wounded. We'll set up a place to try to take care of them. Bury your dead where you can. I don't think this is over, and I'm going to need good men. What do you think about sticking around?"
I thought you said you needed good men, and he sort of like elbows Ori.
Well, ain't that right, Pickle? You got two of the best.
Two of the best.
More
He kind
like,
of looks, he's like,
more like I think we both count for a half, brother. So a gear is a half orc, and Orin is very short and also looks more like a clump of mud than a man. Well, there's some twigs in there too.
And berries.
No.
I'm trying to be a little serious, but this is wild.
Well, Orin will get down on one knee, and he's going to slap Gear to do the same.
Yeah.
Oh no.
No, I'm back. My camera's just out of focus.
And he's going to use his bow almost like a way to lever himself down because he has creaky knees. Mr. Count, sir, your highness, we pledge the boys of Territon to protecting you and this here castle. And, well, I've been training the men around these parts. I know the woods like the back of my hand. Well, that's new. But I'll tell you what. We're going to get you some fighting folk. And we're going to keep this place nice and clean and orc-free, if that's what you want.
I'm only down here because I'm too tired to stand.
Orc-free is not necessary. We'll talk more about it later, but and he kind of just gets them both up, and he goes, "We're all people here. Count is just a title. I almost died today, the same as y'all. So, okay." And he just kind of takes stock of like how fucked today was, how Soren got really close to what he assumes was getting his brain eaten, and he just kind of like just detoxes that a little bit and looks to both of them and goes,
Now, what on earth would have led you to think that?
"Well, if it's anything like an intellect devour, it's bad news." So anyway, and he just kind of looks at them both. He goes, "Okay, the job is not done, and I feel that things are about to get worse. So prepare yourselves, prepare your men, and stick around."
Okay, and I think with that, they make their way off to do that business. We've lost Perdita. I was going to jump to Perdita and Farron next. I apologize. We will have to do Soren and Silas next and jump to Perdita and Farron when Perdita gets back.
Okay.
I know it's a long episode, guys, but we are coming down the home stretch.
Yeah, I think Soren he doesn't know when Silas is available with the duties of lordship. So Soren
Silas would make time.
Yeah, I think Soren just called to be like, I'll be in the graves when you're available. And Silas would find Soren finishing up a burial, I think, of an unaccompanied body with no identifying factors or anything. There's no one here to mourn this person.
Right.
Soren is finishing up the burial rites. And turns and, how do you find the burdens of lordship?
Annoying, mostly, but worth it for the goals.
It's an important duty. I couldn't think of anyone else more worthy of taking it.
Silas kind of sits for a minute. He goes, "I think I could."
I'm too old for any of that. And Soren sits, I think, looks out and he's, I have a letter. And he pulls out from his coat. My tribunal date has been set. I am to be judged by the catechism for my actions in the past. I cannot stay here with you. I have to go back north.
Silas takes a big kind of breath and he kind of like looks at the letter and do you let him kind of look at it?
Yeah. It would. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, he just says, and kind of laughs, but says, if you're pardoned by account, what would they say?
Account an open rebellion against the Baron.
You might have a point.
May have some issues. Plus, it's a whole other barony. I'm going to Dalrath for my judgment.
Yeah.
But I have some pretty powerful people in my corner, so I'm not worried.
I think we saw some of that.
Yes, it is quite a life we live. Listen,
How far do you have to go?
A few 100 miles, maybe. To the wood, to the Great Wood, back home.
Right.
But I wanted to tell you how proud I am of you and everything you've done, and how proud Elian would be of you as well.
Silas just like it's 6'6" to 5'11", so it's not a bear hug, but just scoops Soren as best as he can and just gives him a big hug. And he just says, "I wish you the best of luck. You've been one of the best friends I could have asked for."
If all goes well, you will see me again. I would like to come back to all this when the trial is said and done.
Well, if I don't, the tribunal will be hearing from the newest count.
Yes. Well, let's not keep the rest of them waiting. Eh?
And he kind of slaps him on the back and just kind of walks quietly.
Yeah.
Okay, and Theron and Perdita.
Bonus Mom, you are muted.
Theron, you were amazing. It is a blessing for all of Bedegar the day that I met you in the tavern. Would you ever have thought that such a thing would have happened as has happened?
I cannot believe the last little bit that we've went through, but I am so happy that we did make it through and that you've been reunited with your dear Edmund. And on another note, can I just say you look fantastic.
Oh, thank you so much. It was very difficult giving up all the extra pie, but I'm so glad that I did. I know that you had a vision for your life and you thought things are going to go a certain way and they have not done that. But you have power and strength, Farron. You are amazing and wonderful. I am so blessed to call you friend. And whatever happens in the future, you have power and you will do well.
I had an epiphany. I've realized what I've needed to do.
Yes?
Seeing the wonderful people of Gravesford and what Peloton and his men did to terrorize them for a long while has made me think a lot of what happened with my community. I need to go back, Perdita. I have to know what they did to my mentor. I need to know that he is well, or if anything, he can be put to rest. His family can know where he is. I need to go back, and the community deserves to know what they are doing and to put a stop to it.
I will hate to see you go away, but I understand. And if you ever have need of Perdita, then find a way to send me a message, and I will be there, and I will bring that piss-filled pussycat with me, all right? So you travel safe, yes? And know that genuinely, Farron, you are loved by Perdita.
Farron is just tears going for a hug and just hold Perdita for a long while, because it may be a minute before they see each other again.
I think Perdita licks her ear too.
Okay. And one final chance as a whole group for anything you guys want to say as we wrap this up.
I came here from far away. I did not know your ways or your custom. I thought all of you fools and strangers. But I have found a family different than the one I had hoped to gather, but perhaps the one that I needed to gather. The one that I needed to grow and to learn. I wanted to be the Hiskers so badly. And yet, I see now, I am Roz. And you are my friends. And that in and of itself is a power I did not hope to attain alone. Thank you for teaching me. Thank you for allowing me to learn. Farron, Soren, I will miss you both. Even though I know you must go, I will see you soon. And we will be friends in our hearts, no matter the distance.
This has been the experience of a lifetime. Never did I think, growing up in the clergy, that I would be a leader of a revolutionary war effort. But the craziest things happen. Never did I think I would be fighting side by side with a peace-throwing tabaxi and the most violent priest I have ever met, but still a wondrous one. Or make friends with an aberration of a mimic and nearly have my brain eaten by a weird, scoopy brain monster. But this has been incredible. And if I can, I will return here to Castle Rend, and you will have the aid of
Soren Fairtalon once again. I promise.
And Farron, I know you had wanted to talk to the whole group as well, yes?
I joined this group unsure of what would really come of this, and I shortly realized that you can find family anywhere. All of you are incredible and so special in each of your ways, and I hope that you hold on to me, and if ever needed, reach out. I could not ask for a better group, a found family, and I will miss you dearly as I reach to fix the old home that I once knew.
To Farron, the ghost puncher.
To the ghost puncher!
Ghost Puncher.
All right. Oh, go ahead.
To my friend, my precious friend.
And with cheers of our ghost punching friend and the mourning of all the soldiers that were lost, I think we fade from that scene. Over the next weeks and months, the villagers of Gravesford and any refugees who are able to make their way from Territon work to restore Castle Rend. There is a few months of calm. The events of our tale take place in the summer. The harvest season is coming soon, and the farmers and folk of Territon prepare to harvest their fields with less hands than they had hoped, and with dark clouds on their horizon, with high waves coming on the tide of time to the shores on the wall of Castle Rend. But they know they have the winter. The armies won't march until the spring. They will muster, and Saxton will muster. They will reach out to new allies when the road's clear and the planting is done. But soon the storm is coming. And I think that is where we will leave our tale for this chapter of our adventure, everyone. Wow. What a time. What an episode. Incredible job, everyone. I had an absolute blast. And I think I'm not going to belabor the point too much, other than to just say that I have been just so proud of all the work that everyone's put in, and the efforts that you all have made, and the commitment you've made to being here and making this show happen. Thank you all so much. And to everyone at home watching, all of your efforts and all of your chat inspirations and amazing comments and memes at times, all of it has been just truly wondrous. Before we leave you for the last time with this iteration of our cast for this adventure, I would like us all to go around and just remind everyone who we are, who we've played tonight, and any final words you have for our audience at home.
I'm your bonus mom, and I'm glad to be here.
Very good. Jacob.
Jacob. I have played Soren Fairtalon, the Twilight Domain cleric. and it has been my absolute pleasure to do so. And I am so happy that I got to be part of this experience, and I cannot wait to be part of the next one. Thank you so much for having me, and I hope you enjoyed.
Wonderful. Mackenzie.
Hi, my name's Mackenzie. I played Fair Naraf Air Genasi Monk. I can't believe that it's over. It's been so much fun to actually play a campaign with you guys. I did a couple of one-shots before, but actually being able to have a character that grows and develops and be able to learn more about everybody has been so much fun. It's been an honor to be here, and if you guys ever want me in another campaign, I'd be more than happy.
Yeah, of course. Whenever you all have time, I'm sure we will find a spot for you at one of these tables. Yeah, wonderful. Beast.
I'm Beast, and I played Raz Hiskers Tabaxi Valor Bard, who I hope continues to learn and grow in the next adventure. I'm so happy that you've been here and you put up with all of my silliness. I hope you learned something today, because I sure didn't.
All right, Jesse.
I'm Jesse. You can find me on the YouTube somewhere. But I just want to say, Jacob, Kinsey, it has been awesome getting to know you guys. And you did so well, especially Kinsey, for this being like your first campaign. I'm sure we've said it and we'll belabor the point, but you guys are great players and great role players. And it really was a blast. And, you know, I just hope we can play again sometime. So.
Yeah. Awesome. And Taylor.
I'm Taylor, and I play Enna, and this has been so much fun. First time for me as well, finishing like a whole campaign. This has been such a blast, and thank you, Kinsey and Jacob, as well. We'll definitely see you again. So I'm excited for the next adventure, whenever that is. And thank you everybody in chat for hanging out with us. It's just been so awesome.
Yeah, indeed. And as always, I am Pixel. I have been your dungeon master this evening. I played everyone and everything else that these guys didn't play. And yeah, we'll be sad to see Jacob and Mackenzie go. You guys did truly phenomenal. But of course, everybody did a phenomenal job. Cast. Thank you guys so much for willing to be a part of this show. And I had an absolute blast DMing for you guys. And you all did really amazing things with your characters. And I'm excited to see what the next leg of the journey holds. To reiterate for folks, we will be off air with this show until October. So the weeks in September that we would be running this show, the 9th and the 23rd, we have alternative content planned. We've got a level 21 shot coming up on the 9th, and Bonus Mom has her first time DMing on stream on the 23rd. So those are all coming out. As always, you can find me on here at twitch.tv/hammerandpixel, where we play video games and talk about all sorts of assorted nonsense. You can also, of course, find me here where you have found me. Also, you can find episodes of this show will go up on YouTube and on our new podcast. So on our YouTube channel at YouTube, Ages of Ainor on YouTube, those shows will go up usually now the Wednesday following an episode, giving you a week and a half to catch up if you've missed an episode or part of an episode and need to get caught up on that. And then for our podcast listeners, the podcast will also go up to the general public on that same day. The patrons for Bonus Mom's new Patreon on the Bonus Mom Tavern page can get access to the podcast versions of this show early on the Sundays following each Friday, generally speaking. And then whenever Bonus Mom releases her bonus episodes, which will be coming soon, hopefully, those will go up a week early for patrons. So all of that, you already know, you've heard me say a million times. And rather than say the thing I usually say every time, today what I'm going to say is this. I love all you guys. You're amazing. Everyone in the cast, I love you guys. Fabulous job. Thank you so much for doing this. Folks at home watching, I love you. You've done an amazing job, and I'm so glad you're part of our community. If you haven't already, join the Discord and keep following us here on Twitch for the fun stories. And we will see you next week with Castle Rend, and then on to next week with, not Castle Rend, next week with Curse of Strahd. The names are too similar. And then following that, we'll have some bonus content. We're not going to raid anybody tonight because it is like 1 a.m. and these folks need to get to sleep. So thank you guys so much for putting up with this super long episode. And we love you, and we'll see you again as soon as we can. So
let me tell a tale of a world where heroes walk among us, fighting through the darkness left by monsters and by selfish men. A tale of glory rent asunder, sacrifice and battles lost. Our heroes know not what awaits them, and still they carry on. Let me sing a song of a family forged by trials and woe. On their own they falter, but together they